Kisaragi Station.
Japan's railways, known for their punctuality and efficiency, have been the nation's pride since the first track was laid between Shimbashi and Yokohama in 1872. Millions traverse its routes daily, and these railways have witnessed countless stories. But none as haunting as the Kisaragi Station incident of 2004. It all started on 2channel, Japan's most popular online forum at the time. Among the usual posts, one by a woman named Lianshi caught attention. On that particular evening, Lianshi took a tram from Hamamatsushi in Shizuoka. As the clock neared 11 p.m., she noticed that, apart from her, there were 5 passengers all sound asleep. She anticipated her usual 7 to 8 minute ride home, but tonight was different. After 20 minutes with no stops, Lianshi's concern grew. She took to 2channel to share her situation. Sympathetic users suggested she speak with the tram operator. However, when she approached the operator's cabin, she found its window obscured from within. She knocked gently, but there was no answer. The tram journeyed on, eventually entering an unrecognizable, dimly lit tunnel. This startled Lianshi, as she knew of no such tunnel near her usual route. By the time the tram halted at 12:03 a.m., she was in unfamiliar territory. Online peers advised her to exit and perhaps hail a taxi despite the potential extra cost. Stepping out, Lianshi found herself in an otherworldly setting. The station, which bore the name Kisaragi, was desolate. There wasn't a soul in sight, which was unusual for even the late hours. Beyond the station, the landscape was strange, with tall trees blocking any moonlight. Her phone failed to pinpoint her location. In her distress, she called her parents for help, but they couldn't find any reference to a Kisaragi station on any map. The police dismissed her call as a hoax, and one forum member even mentioned that a search for Kisaragi yielded results related to a ghost station. By 1:18 a.m., Lianshi chose to follow the tracks on foot, hoping they'd lead her somewhere familiar. The surroundings were barren, save for some weeds and gravel. Around 2 a.m., she posted about hearing distant bells and taiko drums. In ancient Japanese society, the taiko drum was primarily used for communication and religious rituals. While eerie, the noises suggested there might be people nearby. As she contemplated following the sounds, a voice behind her warned of the dangers of walking on the tracks. When she turned, she was met with the sight of an elderly man with one foot, his face obscured in the shadows. As he hopped towards her, Lianshi, gripped by fear, fled. After what felt like hours, she updated the forum at 2:45 a.m., saying she'd reached the tunnel's entrance. Fortunately, the tunnel was not as long as she imagined. At 3:10 a.m., Lianshi updated that she was safe and had encountered a seemingly kind stranger, and that stranger offering her a ride to safety. Against the vehement warnings from her online well-wishers, Lianshi, driven by a mix of fear and hope, accepted the offer. However, as they walked toward the stranger's parked car, she sensed that something was off. The stranger led her deeper into the mountains and gradually stopped conversing with her. Her last post, hauntingly time-stamped at 3:44 a.m., read, "The car's heading deeper into the mountains. The driver's been murmuring unintelligibly. I sense something is amiss and am thinking of an escape plan. My battery's dying. If you don't hear from me, remember this." After this, the virtual world lost all contact with Lianshi.
Afterword.
Her disappearance became an enigma that seeped into the collective consciousness of the nation. The story of Lianshi and the eerie Kisaragi station was whispered in hushed tones, passed down as cautionary tales in households and among friends. Her story was often mentioned alongside other urban legends. As the years went by, countless theories and stories emerged in an attempt to explain her sudden vanishing. Online forums and communities dedicated to unraveling the mystery were established, where amateur detectives and curious individuals shared their findings and speculations. Some claimed to have spotted Lianshi in distant towns, leading a new life under a different identity. Others spoke of eerie sightings of a woman resembling her, wandering the platforms of the tram station on foggy nights, suggesting that she had become a lingering spirit, forever tied to the place of her disappearance. But perhaps the most chilling rumor was that of Lianshi's return after a 7-year hiatus. The rumor spoke of her sudden reappearance in her hometown, with no memory of the lost years. However, the authenticity of the rumor remains unconfirmed. Even after many years, many people still bring it up. It has even been adapted into a comic. In 2018, 14 years after the incident, it was still reported in newspapers. The promotion for the comic even took place inside the Enshu railway tram, which Lianshi was suspected to have taken. In 2022, Kisaragi Station was adapted into a movie. I've included the movie trailer in the video description below. Those interested can search for more information about the movie.